All right, we're coming to you here on the J&B Sports Podcast on what is a exciting Thursday night here in the New York metropolitan area, as we got the J&B Podcast here doing a little pregame action before the Giants take on the Eagles from MetLife tonight. It's been a while since we did an in-person show here.
Yes, it has.
But it's good to do it again. First, we were thinking of doing it from the stadium, but it'd probably be easier just to do it here. This way, we don't have to we don't have to have the staff transport all the equipment to the stadium.
Yep.
But it's good to be here on an in-person show on Giants game day as they take on the Eagles. Saquan Barkley makes his return to MetLife.
Well, technically his second because he's played them last year.
Yeah, but still, it's Giant fans still look at the Saquon Barkley signing with the Eagles kind of like a slap in the face to him. Obviously, he wanted a lot of money, but him from one of the best Giant players to go to their nemesis, the Philadelphia Eagles, it's kind of like a slap in the face to the Giants.
Yep, and to win the Super Bowl his first year.
And he wins the Super Bowl in his first year there. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like the Eagles are just probably the best team in the league again this year.
Even though they did not look too good against the Broncos Sunday.
No, but they're winning most of the games that they should. I mean, it's still early though. It's still early, but we got to, we still we're week 5 or week 6?
I believe this starts week 6 tonight.
Week 6 starts tonight. Okay, so Thursday night kicks off tonight with the Giants Eagles from MetLife, and Jaxson Dart makes a second start tonight with the Giants.
Well, third. He started in the last 2 weeks. Second home start.
But his real first start was against it was the Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers, then the Saints, and then tonight.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest, I haven't really seen that much to determine yet that Jaxson Dart is our future of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
What do you take from seeing Jaxson Dart so far in the first couple of performances he's had?
I think he looked really good against LA in his first start. The adrenaline pumping. Then he did not look that good against New Orleans, but I think they had a better attack than the Chargers did in that game. It should be very interesting tonight. I hope maybe he starts slow and then build up throughout the year.
Yeah, I hope he, because the Giant fans and the Giant organization has had enough of firing coaches, bringing in new quarterbacks. They want to find that quarterback that they haven't had a quarterback that is the face of their franchise since Eli Manning, obviously.
Yeah, he's been retired, 5-6 years already?
Yeah. People thought Daniel Jones was going to be the future, but it turned out he turned out to be a really good quarterback, but not with the Giants. Obviously, the Giants' offensive line was banged up.
He was injury prone.
Obviously, he got hurt in that game against Vegas.
Yep, torn ACL?
Torn ACL, which is the worst of the worst.
Yep. Which we hope speedy recovery from League Neighbors. Speaking of.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. But you still got other pieces that I believe could help this team, like Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton.
I think Slayton's actually out tonight.
He's out tonight. Okay, so Darius Slayton is out tonight. But
you have
Scadaboo, who's a fan favorite now.
Yeah.
Scadaboo's going to be really good, and he's showing you that he could be a competitor out there.
Yeah.
And he had one of the best bowl games with Arizona State that anyone's really ever had. He's that good. He's strong. He can run. He can do everything you ask for. But the Eagles are going to be a tough competitor tonight.
Yeah. I hear, though, they're missing Dickerson tonight. He's out.
Okay.
I heard that on Heaven and Tiki this morning. Or, what was it? Boomer and Geo. One of those shows.
Okay. All right. So they're missing a couple of pieces. But I think this game is going to be pretty close. I think it's also going to be pretty I think it's going to be low scoring too. I'm calling it right now. I think it's going to be a low scoring game because I think the Giants are going to come out here. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be like, They need to
like we've been
play as
embarrassed.
hard as they can. They need to play a competitive game.
Yeah, like we've been embarrassed enough on our home field by this team the last couple of years.
Yeah, they got to finally beat the Eagles.
No.
I mean, they beat them in the end of the season. Was it a couple years ago?
2 years ago, I think, when.
But that they didn't have any. They didn't play any. Obviously, they were going to the playoffs. The Eagles.
Yeah.
They didn't want to play all their starters or anything like that.
Yeah, but I think then last time before that they beat them was the COVID year.
Yeah, COVID year.
Yeah.
COVID year.
That year
I want. You know how I feel about the COVID baseball year.
Yeah, where our good friend Dougie.
Yeah.
Who I just got off the phone with a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, that COVID year, man. 60 games.
Yeah, and the fake World Series.
I still tell people, like, you can't determine a baseball season in 60 games.
Yeah.
That's like having a 25-game NBA season.
Yeah.
It's like, how could you have that,
Yeah.
But it was better than having no sports during COVID,
Yeah, that was terrible.
It was terrible, man. It was a terrible thing that went on. But we're back in full action.
Yeah.
Giants play tonight. So the Yankees. We'll get to a little Yankees now.
I know you were very upset last night. You were probably crying yourself to sleep.
I was more upset that we didn't have a Game 5 on Friday. It would have been great to have a Game 5 on a Friday night. That would have, could have determined who's going to the American League Championship Series.
Yep.
It would have been great to have that Game 5. I don't care if the Yankees would have lost that game.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to bring it back to Toronto.
Yeah.
Just kind of like how the Yankees were against the World Series last year with the Dodgers. We wanted them to win that Game 5 so they could have went back to LA to win. I'm sorry. Yeah. This way, I wanted them to go win that Game 5 in Yankee Stadium, and it looked like they were going to win that Game 5, and then they blew the lead.
Yeah.
And it would have been great if they went back to LA to have a Game 6, but it didn't happen. Similar with this series, like that's how I feel. Like if the Yankees wanna, it's strange. Like I wanted to have that Game 5 on Friday night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been great to have that Game 5 on a Friday night?
Yeah, but of course, Vladdy had other plans this whole series.
I mean, I hate to say it, he looked terrific. He's
going to be an MVP one day.
He is. And his dad was really good, but I think he might be a little better.
Yeah. Here's a good one. When he hit that grand slam the other day, he became him and his dad, the only father-son duo to hit a grand slam in the playoffs. Did you know that? Never the Griffies. Never any of the other good father-son duos.
Mm-hmm.
Only the Guerreros. What do we think about it? There's not been many father-son duos to play Major League Baseball. And to think, Junior was born while Senior was playing.
Yeah, you are right. You are right about that.
I think, what is he, like 25, 26 now?
Yeah.
Let's actually look. I'm actually interested in that. I believe he's between 25 and 26. He came up as a 20-year-old.
Well, John's looking up that information. We just want to say you could send your emails to the jbpodcast@yahoo.com. That's where you could send all your emails. And if you want to comment on the show, send your emails to the jbpodcast@yahoo.com, which is right at the bottom of your screen.
He is 26 years old, born March 16th, 1999, while his father was playing for the Montreal Expos. By the way, did you see the post-game interview between him and Big Papi?
No, fill me in on it.
It was the Yankees lose.
Oh, yeah.
You ever see Papi do that?
Yeah.
On Fox?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part. Just showing how much he still hates the Yankees.
But yeah, so Yankees obviously are eliminated from the playoffs now, and they're the first team this postseason to get eliminated from the division series.
Yes.
There's still 3 other series going on. You got the Tigers and the Mariners tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow I believe 7:08.
I think it's 8:08.
One of those.
Yeah, 808 Fox.
And then you got
the Phillies and the Dodgers
tonight at 6.
which wouldn't be surprised if the Dodgers lose tonight and they force a Game 5 back in Philly. Wouldn't be surprised.
You are correct. Tomorrow's game is at 8:08 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
So 5:08 local.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
And then you got the Cubs and the Brewers.
9 o'clock tonight.
9 o'clock tonight. So you got still a lot of baseball tonight. And you got the Giants tonight. But again, it really would have been great to have that Game 5 tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Just a Friday night where people are enjoying the end of their week.
Yep.
Just to have that big game on a Friday night, wouldn't it have been great?
Yeah.
It just would have just made the weekend even better.
And here's a good question. How many people do you think we're going to see near us watching the Philly game on their phone?
Probably a lot. Probably a lot.
That happened. You might remember me, Giacomo, and Doug were at the Devil game 1 of the World Series last year. And how many people were watching the game in front of us?
Good amount.
There was. But it's a random regular season game early in the season. Your team's in the World Series.
Yeah.
When you ever go to a bar instead of watching it on your phone while also watching a hockey game?
Yeah, I could. I it's funny. It's like I was at the USC Rutgers game last year in LA, and it was the same time the Dodgers playing the Yankees. And I was at the USC Rutgers game when Freddie Freeman hit the walk-off grand slam, and I had to put it on my phone because, I'm not going to miss the World Series with the Yankees, obviously. And yeah, it's just sometimes you're in that situation where you have to use your phone. And we're lucky now; we have the phones that we're able to stream any game on, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We could watch games from games. We could watch games from multiple games from home. It is cool though. It is cool. Yeah.
I remember though when Frey hit that walk-off grand slam
off of Nestor, man. I
think that was the last pitch Nestor threw as a Yankee.
And then look at that. Nestor comes out this year against the Brewers, and the Yankees just clobber him.
3 straight home runs to lead off the game on the first 3 pitches. I think first time ever that happened.
Yeah, that's just it's payback for what he did.
Yeah.
But listen, things happen. Obviously, Nestor had a good season with the Yankees. He's done very well with the Yankees. He did very well with the Yankees.
Yep.
You can't knock the stuff he's done. He made a mistake in the postseason, but in defense of Nestor, I will say he's not meant for a bullpen pitcher.
Yeah.
He's meant for a starting. He's a star. He's really a starting pitcher. For him to come in and shut down Freddie Freeman in that position, it's asking for a tall order there.
Everything about in that spot, he hadn't pitched in a month, and you have him having to go Ohtani, Betts, Freeman with a tying run on base.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how could he can't be put in that situation. But again, you got to remember, it is the postseason. That's what they do in these situations is they're going to bring in starting pitchers from the bullpen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just go a full bullpen game.
Right, kind of like the Blue Jays did last night with Varland and, Lauer and all those guys. But their bullpen pitched really well. I was very surprised because from the game before, the Yankees kind of rocked their bullpen.
Yep, after Bieber did terrible.
Yeah, and Yankees do well against Shane Bieber. When he was with Cleveland, they did well against him.
And don't get his Players Weekend nickname from the past, not Justin.
Yeah. So we got a few minutes left here. And then we're going to head up to MetLife Stadium for the Giants-Eagles tailgate party. And then we got the game at 8:15 it's going to be on Prime. If you're watching from home, it's going to be on Prime Video.
I believe